Welcome. This is going to be a brief introduction to the new Zoll X Series monitor. This is going to be a general introduction showing basic features and differences between the new Zoll X Series against the E Series monitors. I hope you enjoy and take a little something away from it.
To activate the monitor, you can press the green on button on top of the monitor. Once you do that, 3 LED lights will illuminate, a green, a yellow, and a red. The green indicates data transfer, the yellow is an equipment alert, and the red LED is a patient alarm. With the initial startup, you'll have a test strip print out from the side of the monitor. On the upper right side of the monitor is your RFU indicator, ready for use. If that indicator remains black after initial startup, you're ready to go. If there's a circle with a red diagonal line across it, the monitor needs to be taken out of service and you need to report it to your EMS coordinator immediately.
Here on the right side of the monitor, the buttons here on the top right, you're going to have your alarm reset button. That's going to reset your alarm for 90 seconds. Next to that is going to be your home button. Whenever you enter a menu and want to exit the menu quickly, you're going to hit that home button. It's going to turn to this home screen. This button also has 3 different mode settings for your screen. You can scroll through those right there. Now if you notice, on the X series, there are no dials as opposed to the E series, which had dials particularly for the pacing part. Here you have these 3 buttons. You have a scroll up, a scroll down, and a dot button, which is going to be your select button. Those are going to be your dial right there. Below that is going to be a picture of a camera. That camera is going to be a snapshot. That's going to obtain EKG settings, EKG waves, pulse ox measurements, vitals for 24 seconds. It's going to be captured 12 seconds prior to depressing it and 12 seconds after depressing that button. And the final button is going to be your blood pressure on and off, which is an arm with a blood pressure cuff on it. Now on the bottom of the monitor here are all your defibrillation buttons along with your pacer button. These will select your joules when it's in AED mode, analyze, your charge button, and your orange defibrillation shock button will illuminate. Your pacer button here will come up onto the screen, and once again your dial right here scrolls up and scrolls down to the settings needed. On the left side here you have Zoll's 7 quick easy access buttons. Each button correlates to the symbol right next to it. So on the top here, from top down, we have your lead selection, 12 lead, your CO2, your medication button, synchronized cardioversion, your print button to print any strips out. Your bottom here is going to scroll to your next screen. The very top here is a cool feature. It's a high contrast screen for bright days, anytime you're out in bright, shiny sun. Your alarm settings. Right here is going to be your log of calls, and that's going to go where you access any calls that you have ran in the past, and it'll obtain probably about 50 calls in that history. Your settings button, and then once again, you scroll back to your original screen. And those are your 7 quick access buttons. One of the main differences with the new X series opposed to the E series is there's no longer a data card. All your information will be stored on the monitor in the logs section. Approximately about 50 calls will be stored in there. One of the other options is you can transfer data, EKGs, to the hospitals, and you can also transfer data into a cloud. There will be a Zoll cloud where you can put your codes, any interesting calls, anything you feel is pertinent, you can transfer that into the cloud. Another cool option is, once it's set up and established, is the monitor will auto-populate into your PCRs once that's established. So all the information that's collected on here will go into your monitor, from the monitor into your PCR. This concludes the brief Zoll introduction video. In July, there'll be in-service training at headquarters, so check your training calendars, and if you have any questions or comments, bring them forth there. There'll be Zoll representatives there to answer your questions. By the end of the month, in July, the monitors will be in service, so get ready. And that concludes the video. I hope you enjoy your new Zoll monitors, and be safe out there. Thank you.